Good. We good. Test. Banana. Banana. Thank you. Sniper. Fuck around on that. Need a warm up before we jump straight to Ruthless. You're up awfully late, Ryan.
Yes, this is a mistake.
I see. Just thought I would comment, because normally I get like a smooth half hour with you, and it's been like an hour of us just
These are good conversations.
going hard
You
in
get
the
me
paint.
locked in a conversation, man, and I will go the extra mile, because these are so hard to come by nowadays with people. I appreciate these so much.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't want to engage their brain.
I know, it sucks, man.
Yeah. Well, thinking is legitimately hard. Like, actually stopping and, like, cogitating on a subject, you're going to have to...
man.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's so rare to find a sentient, like, species, is because of the calorie deficit you have to work at from thinking. And I think that's part of why conversations are like that are rare, is because you have to like dig into your fucking brain and go, hey, what do I think about X, Y, and Z? And then from there you're like exerting energy and all that. And people don't normally do that when they're, you know, scrolling TikTok.
Yeah, they don't share, and they're used to not thinking, and they're risking offending people. Like, you're a hard person to offend, and I am too.
Yeah.
I don't. I try not to get offended anymore. I used to be worse at that, but I just don't care anymore.
So
They would just say.
I have a thought on that, and this is one that is probably divisive. My mentality has always been, you cannot be offended, you can only take offense. Right?
Yeah.
So the reason you're upset about something somebody said,
That's on you, right?
it's because of how you took it, not what they said. You disagree with them, but the reason you personally feel offended is because how deeply you disagree with them. Right. It's your fault.
Yeah, it's up to you how you respond. Someone can do something that's pretty shitty, and
Yeah.
you can really take that to heart, but you don't have to. I mean, who cares? If they're not an important person in your life, discard them. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
You don't matter. Thanks, bye.
Yeah, exactly. And
But
that's
sometimes you don't want to do that, but that's what you got to do.
that's why I can count on my like one hand the number of times I've been offended. Because like the only way you're going to offend me is if your opinion matters to me and you say something so egregious to me that I think it would destroy our friendship if you realized how this connected between the two of us. Right?
Could you say that one more time, please?
The only way you're going to offend me is, one, if I care about you to a level where I would say that I have love for you, right? Like, that's how much I have to care about someone for them to offend me. Right?
Oh, I see.
And
You have to be a really important person.
yes, they have to be very important to me. And in order for them to offend me, they then have to say something that I disagree with on a fundamental level to a point where I think it will destroy our relationship. Because other than that, why would I care? You know?
Right. Yeah, I'm not your mama. I'm not your
Yeah.
dada. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not responsible for how you think about things.
Yeah. Can I hit this fucking button? But like that's why I'm not easily offended, or can't even remember being offended by most scenarios. Oh god, I'm bugged. There we go. But it's just like, with that in mind, there's a lot of people who are offended by like random shit people say, and it's like, why would I be offended by what some media personality says or what some comedian tweeted or whatever? Like, that has no effect on me. They're not part of my life. Why would I care? Like, I don't care if you fucking make a joke about, you know, dyslexic people being incapable of reading or whatever, because, okay, it doesn't fucking matter to me, even though it is personally targeting me, you know? Like, why would I care?
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you really want to get the point home, just write the joke about me. It'll take me twice as long to read it as it'll take everyone else. But yeah, like, I don't. Yeah. How are you going to attack me in a way, not knowing me personally, that would actually get under my skin is the thing. And if I actually take the time to stop and think about it whenever something like that happens, it's not that I'm offended. I'm just like, oh yeah, I just really disagree with that person. Okay, carrying on with my life. But I don't know. That is a hard stance for a lot of people because they want to take everything to heart.
Mm-hmm.
And they want everyone to agree with them on like some level.
Yeah, I mean, it's important. You feel seen and understood. The biggest problem I have with people, that when you have like arguments about people, is they're unwilling to engage on a level where they can place themselves in your position. And the easiest way that I can tell that someone isn't capable of viewing your perspective is they're not able to state what your argument is or what your position is accurately.
Right.
They'll add their own straw man inside of what you're trying to say, or they'll come at it from the wrong
Back for
angle.
a moment. I'm ESTJ-A.
Okay, yeah, that's
If
the
that
author
means
one.
anything.
It means something to me, not Ryan.
I'm 53% extroverted, 55% observant, 85% thinking, 76% judging, 68% assertive.
Yeah. That's a little different than the one we were talking about, but
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't,
it's accurate.
It does
Oh,
seem.
I see. So those are the categories. Is that the 5 you're talking about, or are there different categories?
The
They're
big five are different.
different, but it's the same. It's just they label them
yeah.
differently. That's empty.
One second. Tell these guys to fuck off. One second.
I mean, that's very common for people to not like. Well, it's not that they don't necessarily. Well, okay, no, they don't understand what you're saying because you're right. They may not be absorbing what you're saying because internalizing it to be able to interpret it would jeopardize their viewpoint, if that makes sense. Because they have to get close enough to be able to see your perspective, and if your perspective is so counter to theirs that it shakes the foundation of who they are, they just can't do that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm flat out of ammo. Oh god.
Why is there a timer on this other one? What the fuck?
That's just to tell you how long it's taking. I'm working my way through it. I'm at 83%.
Dude. just juggling headsets. Oh. Okay, everybody.
Yep. Okay. Went smooth. Good. Really getting better at melee in this game. The parrying has been an adventure, let's say. I'm gonna hang on to that until well after we go down.
Okay.
What does love a good fight mean?
You like arguing with people?
Like a boxing match or
No,
me fighting?
like arguing with people. You enjoy it.
Like how you would
What are these fucking questions?
they're saying,
Can I
do
pose
you
down this
appreciate
question?
the making me and Fred argue about sweater versus jacket?
I mean,
Like,
I had
When
Titans.
Jack
I don't
used
know
to
if I
text
love
me
it.
about political issues, I would stay up for hours talking about that shit.
Can I
love
give
a good
them
fight.
like a down vote for this stupid ass question?
It's a
Can we
good
do that?
question.
Okay. BRB.
There we go. I'm posting mine. I finished it, and it took a while.
Okay.
This is based on the one he's did. Jesus. Excuse me.
I don't think he's got
I'll
anything to
post-
do with your cough.
I'll post mine in here. There you go. Let me post the big 5 thing.
Yeah, post the thing. I'll happily take it.
Captain Akaran.
Might even be a fun little.
Life at the Astra Militarum camp. Human life, anyway.
Yeah, this one wasn't bad.
Experiment.
And it's free. So let me see.
Is that pretty accurate to the God damn it, the paid one you
The
did
other
or
one I
whatever?
did?
Yeah.
I think so. They say you're not supposed to rush through these, and I kind of rushed a bit.
Right.
Because it's 2 in the morning. You're supposed to take your time, so I might have been a bit more extreme on some of my answers than I otherwise would have.
Yeah.
Because they usually give you like accurate, very, or moderately inaccurate, or very inaccurate. You tend to rush to pick the more extremes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
that's
makes
what I
sense.
landed on.
Makes sense that that would be the case. Is
Burning through it.
well, I mean, that's actually like true for all things. If you hear someone's initial opinion on something, it's going to be very different than their measured take if they actually stop and talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Like even divisive
nuance
topics,
settles in.
if you discuss it, that's when the nuance settles in. Like I think that also might be part of the issue with our current politics is that the nuance is lost because all we're getting is initial opinions on things.
Instead of
And
those long form conversations.
yeah, and even like politicians aren't going based off their policy. They're going based off like how people emotionally feel about them, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that is unfortunate in my opinion. I was telling Julia that I think the best way for a free and fair election, and this is wild and no way in hell it could be done, is to have it voted on based solely on their policy without seeing their affiliation or name.
Yeah, what's that movie? Was it with Keanu Reeves or something? But it was an animated movie where everyone wore a skin, like some sort of suit that covered their whole body. You couldn't see their body shape.
Scanner
their
Darkly.
face. Is that it? What's it called?
A Scanner Darkly. It's based off a novel. It's actually only like one dude or a handful that would do that. They were specifically working for the government.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's an
So
interesting movie.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. And I don't even want you to like know the candidate, right? Like, because that comes back to like, what was the debate where way back when the two presidential candidates had a debate, and one of them, anyone who watched it on TV said one of them won, and anyone who heard it on the radio said the other one won. Do you know what I'm talking
really?
about?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I want to say it was like Nixon or one of those, where like one of the candidates was just very presentable and looked good, and the other one was eloquent and didn't necessarily look good, but answered questions well.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Pretty privilege,
yep.
so to speak.
And that's what, like, I think if you could take even policy as, like, the main factor, I don't know as if people would vote the same way that their tribe did, right?
Yeah, it would mix things up a bit, I think.
I think it would drastically change the political landscape in a good way. Because then you wouldn't have the like, oh, here's my stance on everything. You guys know that I'm, you know, pro whatever. It would be, you have seen that I have voted for these things previously, so you know where I actually stand. You know? And then you'd vote based on that. Like, there are absolutely there are Republican candidates that have voted in like policies that do not go with the rest of the Republican Party, right? And whether you think that's
They call 'em the rhinos, right?
I mean, whatever you want to call them, it's
Republican in name only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not paid attention to that because I don't know. I despise our political system, and
Pretty rough.
yeah, I think the two-party
It's better than
system is
some.
broken.
It's probably better than most, because you always have to ask the question compared to what.
Yeah.
And I don't know what other system is particularly better, but that is an interesting scenario you propose about, because you lose something when you're not seeing a human and seeing how they articulate themselves, and that can be a sign of competence or confidence in what they're saying, but it also could be a trick.
Yeah,
And that
and
could be all it is.
and that's the thing is, I think
It's social
currently
engineering.
a lot of our government is grifters, right? On both sides. It's just people who are saying what they think you want to hear. Right? So like, your Republicans are going to be pro-gun.
It's like the commercials where the guy pulls up in a pickup, gets out, shoots a pumpkin or something, and been like, "I'm your guy" or something. Like
Yeah, it's that. It's an act.
It's so terrible.
It-
Yeah, this guy's. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not who they are, it's who they want you to think they are,
Exactly.
and that is the problem to me. Like,
I see that side of it, and then I see the other side too. That if that applied to Joe Biden in the debate, and you didn't have to see him or hear him speak, but you just kind of had to, like, I don't know, if they could post a message or have an AI read it, or maybe you're thinking of a way that they can still speak, but their voice has changed or whatever.
yeah,
But if he didn't have to be on that stage and fumble around like he did, he'd probably still be in the race. Blew it so terribly.
you're probably right. I think and this is why I said it's not possible, like, in practice, because we need to know that like, both of the candidates we had access to before Joe Biden dropped out were too old for any job for me to think they would be capable of. Any
Ladies and
job.
gentlemen.
Like, I don't think either of them...
78? 77?
He's currently the oldest someone's been in run for president.
Yeah, he's old. Looks good, but that's old.
I mean, objectively, he looks like hammered ass.
Well, yeah. Good for a 77.
Yeah. That's...
Yeah, compared to a normal-aged person, average age, no, not good.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And that should be...
Joe has deteriorated so much in this 4 years. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, absolutely. Because...
Falling off a cliff.
I mean, every president, there's always the, like, stark contrast between when they, you know, become president and the end of their term.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened he started at a fucking terrible spot because he was ancient.
Mm-hmm.
But
He
yeah.
did it, man. He did it. He made it.
Yeah?
I don't know if it was worth all the hubbub to get there, but he did finally make it. Did he run for president like 4 times or something before that? It's Grant.
I don't know.
I remember in the 80s he ran
Yeah.
and he just plagiarized his speech and lied a bunch of shit. And they called him, he had to apologize. And then he went away for a little bit and he came back.
Well,
I think he like plagiarized his whole speech or something, and then they found like the record. It was before the internet
yeah.
in the 80s, and they found the record of his what he plagiarized, and then he had to.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, if you've got 2 options, one of them is write something and like actually take the time to think well about it, or to have something someone's already written that displays what you want to say. Why would you bother writing it yourself if it doesn't make a difference?
Just shiced it. I don't remember the nature of what it was he lied about.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not a fan of either political party, and I didn't really follow anyone's shit at any point.
Yeah.
I have
You're
an
probably like most people.
well, I have an issue where I want something in the middle.
You're the libertarian preference, right?
Not really, because the libertarians are fucking idiots most of the time. And they're... Yeah. I'm extreme in some spots and not others. It's weird.
You would like some socialization, right?
Oh,
Welfare
absolutely, because...
System, the safety net improved.
Well, I think now it's even more important than it has been in the past. And it's to the point where I think UBI is something we should be looking into as a society, right?
Yeah, there's some merit to that to some extent.
Well,
But
I think the merit in it is that we are moving away from our current setup to where I don't think everyone's going to have a job in the way that we think about it anymore, right?
yeah, and not everyone. You see the effects of that now too, even in the service economy we've developed has left a lot of people that are more suited for manufacturing.
Yeah.
They don't really have good options. So a UBI, and I wouldn't say even, I don't know that you could make it truly universal. and have it work properly. I think you would have to give it to specific people.
Well, and that's
Like
part of
low-end
it is like
people.
currently we have it set up like that where there's a income for people below a certain level, and the issue is it's being manipulated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think my idea of what would be perfect
Okay.
if we get our society to this point, because we can through automation, to where you only have to be employed if you want to, I think there are enough people who would want to have a job to get that little extra comfort that they could do the stuff that you don't have to automate. And if
Yeah,
everyone
people
receives
get-
the same amount that's like the fucking bottom of the barrel base, like you can barely scrape by, like, then you have no need for additional social nets, right? But that's a pipe dream, and the implementation of that is difficult.
Yeah, like the shelter's the big one, right? Because you pretty much get food for free in the U.S. if you're not in rural places.
Yeah,
If
well,
you're on hard times.
and
But the shelter's the tricky one.
here's the issue in my eyes. It's not even that tricky to get shelter. And the reason I say that is because if you look at the downtown area of any city, there is so much wasted fucking space being used up by corporations that just want to hold their employees in a location for no fucking reason. When their
Talking about
job
just
could be
office work.
yeah, their job could be completely done remote. So you get rid of that fucking real estate for a company, you turn it into housing, and now you've got like awful fucking communist style block housing for anyone who's so bad off. But like,
It's so terrible. That
no, it is terrible, but that's my point. Like, that real estate is completely wasted. Like, I used to have to go to a job to remotely connect to computers to manage those computers, which meant me and 3 other people were in. How big do you think that office was, Corey? That at M5, like,
Oh, just a floor?
yeah, just our floor. Like,
You like square footage or something?
yeah,
or
like, how many apartments do you think you could fit in there? 3, 4?
apartments?
Like, comfortable apartment for one person.
For one person?
Yeah, like,
like you can probably do like full four.
yeah,
Like 4 families per floor.
Yeah.
It's one person. I don't know, maybe 8. I don't know.
yeah. So, like, that one place, that floor that Corey, me, and Fred worked on, and that's all who was in there at that time, could house 4 families, right?
Yeah, you
And
have to
it's
obviously
just being wasted because
like configure it, but yeah.
yeah, but that's my point. Like, it's not. It is, the bounds are not on the availability. It's like food. The bound isn't on the fact that we can't get it, because we can. It's there. It just needs to be retrofitted or delivered or whatever.
I mean, we have the technology now to like monitor people. The problem is there's a lot of shitters out there that aren't going to do their job when you send them home. Like,
Yeah.
we had a bunch of-
Oh, absolutely. But
nowadays we have ways to see if you're doing
Yeah.
a job like that. So like going forward, yeah, there's really no need for offices for the
Yeah.
jobs anymore.
and that's my point. Like, if you can free up that space, you can free up that space for housing. And then you've solved the issue of, oh, we don't have housing for these people, or we can't have affordable housing, right? Because now you don't have these companies wasting real estate because they want to watch their employees. When, if your metric is they need to get this thing done, and they got it done, you don't need to watch them anymore because they already got it done. You know?
And just
Yeah, I
around
don't
with
know
it
how
too,
many-
like
I don't know how many companies that could apply to, because like me,
You know, and,
it
like,
is helpful to go into it.
Yeah,
yeah, I actually did like being in it. It wasn't necessary, but I mean, I was in better spirits when we were hanging out with everyone. Like,
yeah, that's true. But
like after you work home for like 2 years, it's just
It was rough, man.
yeah, it's just like Like I want to get out. That's why I fucking go somewhere on the weekend.
this is a
Just sit
perspective
here
I
for
need.
5 days. Like,
This is the perspective I need because I do not understand that.
yeah.
I don't have
Well,
the I need to I didn't feel better going to the office. Like
I like it.
I appreciated talking with you and Fred, but like
Mm.
it
It just changes. Since I was young, like every weekend, I always went somewhere. I went to stay to the friends. Like I just liked going out and about. I've just always been like that. So I don't know.
right.
Just to change the scenery, doing things differently. Granted, driving in Pittsburgh's the fucking worst. So
Yeah.
if I could teleport there, yeah,
Well, that's a whole nother
yeah.
hurdle
Did
we
you
need to
finish your
overcome.
Big Five, Corey?
Oh, Jesus! Fuck that entire sir. Love excitement wasn't even a full sentence. What's that mean? Who the hell doesn't love to get excited? Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
there
why
are
is it a
people
question?
that don't like excitement. Those people exist. I'm serious.
They're surprised, but like, what?
Some people don't
These
like
questions
it.
were fucking dumb. I just stopped midway. They're the
No,
stupidest shit.
Corey.
That's the openness of
There it is. He's done.
yeah. He's
-9 openness.
yeah. Man's
I
as
posted mine. You got to get through it, Tron. You got to post it.
It's not openness. It's just who
No
the
one's
fuck
doing it.
made these goddamn questions. They're stupid. They don't make any sense. God, that was terrible. The other one was fine. It was like a well-crafted.
You want the good one, you got to pay
question.
$5 from Jordan. Okay. They've tested the questions. They've done the scientific crap for all the stuff behind it.
It's fine. I took the other one.
Mhm.
We got percentages.
I think I got my 6.
It is calling every ward fiend in the Imperium to join the fight.
Because Cody and I, with his, you can do it as a couple and do like a compatibility analysis.
Oh, God. What did that say?
It was good. It tells you like for instance, we're both very conscientious people. So that's like you shouldn't have a problem as long as you like things the same way. But it says one person is open to stuff, one's not. You may be conflicting whether you may want to do something and be a burden to the other person, so you have to work on how you structure this. They don't want to be out all the time. They want people over all the time. They want time to themselves. It just kind of talks about, you know, it's what normal couples would probably do if they talked properly and understood each other. Like, I don't really like doing this. I do this for you. It's like, oh, okay. Well, now that I know that, you know.
it's like, oh, thank you.
Exactly. You've dragged me to this. I don't really enjoy it. Oh, okay. But yeah. Are if we're not agreeable people, it says you guys are two unagreeable people are very prone to arguments, and someone is going to have to be the person that throws up the flag and says, "Hey, we should stop this, or else it won't happen." So you kind of have to. If you have one person that's more agreeable, it could warn you that the disagreeable person may try to take advantage, or may just bulldoze the person all the time, and that could lead to resentment. They just tell you like stuff like that. Things to watch out for, things that could be helpful.
Mm.
If you have an unconscientious person living with a conscientious person, it's like oil and water. You just cannot have that. You'll drive the other person insane, and they will resent you for it.
An absolute piss monster living with a clean freak. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrible. It cannot happen.
God, I'm so glad to leave that fucking part.
So there you go. You had
Just
a compatibility mismatch.
A disgust mismatch. Jesus Christ, it's human trash. Damn.
I couldn't imagine living with Ethan Hall. That is the worst cluttered home I have ever got to put in. Never
Yeah, I
seen
got
worse.
there at the early stages, where it was still bad, and I was like, yeah, like
You really couldn't walk through it.
I
You
didn't
couldn't
even want
sit
to
on
like,
the couch.
yeah. I was
The
like,
couch was there was shit to the couch. I'm talking a foot wide. He's knocking into shit as we're walking through, knocking stuff on the floor. And then you can't, there's nowhere to sit down, so you have to lean against a pile of cassette tapes or some shit they got stacked up on the table. There was no, you couldn't live in that place.
I mean, you're
The only
describing a
place that
hoarder's
was
home.
clear was where they sat at their computer desk, and that's where they ate their dinner, that's where they ate their food, and then there were plates on the tables on their computer desks from yesterday or whenever. You just couldn't live in there. It was not possible. Well, they could, I guess.
They were doing it.
I would just start throwing shit out the window. Not gonna have it.
Just like to see you knock on their door one day. Start yeeting trash out the window.
That sounds amazing.
Look, Annie would probably just sit there and stare at you.
That's the weird thing. It wasn't like it was trash. It's not like it was just stuff that they just left out.
It's called
It wasn't-
hoarding and it's trash.
Yeah, there was some trash, but most of it was just like shit. It's like, get rid of this. Leeser's probably the dirtiest apartment I've ever been in. He didn't have a bunch of, like, he wasn't a hoarder, but he just would bring it in. I remember I felt like my urine was getting dirty when I peed in his toilet.
Collected it so you could shower later.
He had so much hair on that toilet, dude. It looked like an animal. It's crazy.
And some people just can turn it off. I can't, man. I'm just
I
not.
can't either. It makes me insane. Kara's like that.
Oh God.
She's very messy. She puts clothes all over her floor. She has open containers of liquid, like 9 different cups and cans, and just strewn about.
Yeah.
Like opened like rolls of Starbucks with wrappers on the floor. Just like, that's her room. We don't judge. Just close the door so kids don't get in there.
That is the
It's
one
a
place
mess.
I turn off my fucking like clean OCD is my room. And
Yeah.
it's not even that bad. I have like 2 shirts on the floor, and that's like dirty to me. But and then
Yeah.
sometimes I don't fold my clothes right away. I'll leave them
Yep.
clean in the laundry basket for a few days.
5
Right,
business
right.
days minimum for
Yeah, I
me.
think that's normal.
yeah.
That's
like
normal.
that's just yeah.
Yeah,
Who's got 10 minutes to fold clothes? Fuck off.
Yeah, right.
also, like, I never cared about if my clothes were wrinkly, let alone the fact that my clothes don't even get that wrinkly because I just wear.
I always wore a hoodie forever.
Yep.
So yeah, I never cared.
Yeah, that's where Cody's helpful, because she'll iron my clothes, steam my stuff. I wouldn't otherwise probably do that. Maybe steam it.
See the Emperor's light.
I find that stuff to be quite annoying.
Find it to
More
be.
annoying to do than annoyed by the wrinkles.
I find it insanely pointless to do because I don't even notice the wrinkles to the.
Yeah, it depends on the shirt and stuff. If it's
Yeah.
like a cash shirt, it doesn't matter. Oh boys, I probably ought to get to bed. Be somewhat
Jesus,
reasonable.
You
man.
probably should have gotten to bed like 2 hours ago.
Especially if I'm going to Gapin's dad's funeral, which is an hour and a half away. Ugh. Yeah, I hope he's there and it's not just me visiting people I don't know. Pay my respects to Rick and jet out of there. But,
That does sound terrible. To.
yeah, if I remember their names and I knew any of them, that would make a difference. But I've met Tammy, I think is her name, and
Yeah,
she
sister.
probably wouldn't recognize me.
Yeah, I met her like twice, and I was at her house. Like I've met Rick and his mom a few times, but
Yeah, I've had some. Rick was always nice. He would give me jars of pepper jelly. He would make. He'd grow like jalapenos and make jalapeno jelly. It was really good, and he'd always want to sit down and have some cream
I'm out
cheese
there.
and crackers and the jelly while I was there. So we'd eat some of that. He was a frightening person, Rick. Very frightening.
he was
He knew how to
hilarious.
strike. He knew how to strike fear in young children. Just his demeanor. He wasn't mean or anything. He just would talk loud and just direct you. It's like Jesus.
I
Here.
I actually get that myself a lot. I hear from people especially at work. I heard it a lot that I am an intimidating person.
No, that's awesome.
You do like yell talk.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's
Yeah.
just my natural volume that
When
intimidates.
I was coming up with my bullets out, I could hear like just Charlie Brown wah-wahs of Nolan through the door before I opened it.
That's awesome.
Through my headset that's hanging there. Like,
You need to use that, man. Know your strengths, man.
I know I'm loud. I just
Smack people with your voice.
yeah. I just was
I have the
dumbfounded when I found that out because I feel like I'm actually like extremely nice and relatively non-confrontational.
Yeah, you're nice. You may just sound. You just have a booming
Yeah.
voice. Like I have to speak up all the time. I don't.
No, I don't think anyone's ever asked me to speak up. Unless I'm intentionally saying something quietly to be like a prick and say something under my breath, I'm pretty sure no one's told me to speak up.
Gapin talks about.
Oh.
We used to play soccer at North Marion, and then when Gapin would do something he shouldn't do on the field, you would hear his dad from the frickin' top of the hill. And he'd just scream his name like that. That's all he would do, and then Matt would get his shit together.
Oh, Cat's computer's being weird again. Yeah.
Good chats, good talking.
Yup.
I'll
Nice
see you
talking
at
to
Big
you.
5 posts tomorrow when you finish it up. Good, best of luck.
Yeah, thanks. I don't think I need luck for it, but yeah. I'll finish it.
Corey, that was more for Corey.
Yeah, he's
Good
not
luck,
gonna.
this question.
Alright, later guys.
Ham sandwich? Question mark? What am I supposed to say?
You say very accurate.
I guess, but I want to quiz the person that made the quiz. Is what I want to do. Fucking psychopaths.
Can I not? Give me the armor.
Yeah, what was happening? What weird shit was happening with it?
She's randomly dropping packets.
And then, no, it was Julia's that had the weird shadow.
Yeah, Julia's was the
Okay,
weird
okay.
Shadows copy. Cat's is the one where it just randomly starts dropping packets.
Does she have like a separate network card from her motherboard by chance? Or
I
all-
don't know. I'm gonna see if she can update her NIC drivers.
Gotcha.
But yeah. I'll take this personality test that Ryan wanted me to take and we'll see where I land. I got 2 randos that were not prepared for Ruthless.
Did another level with him today to get him another campaign progress there.
Oh yeah,
Good.
I saw him get an achievement,
Yeah.
so I knew he was progressing. I didn't know how quickly.
I was testing the plasma incinerator on tack. It hits pretty fucking hard, but God, just not using the Melta, it's so noticeable.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to get the heavy to relic for maybe when they buff it. I don't know.
yeah. There's a
I
lot of
finally
stuff
got
I
my-
want to do just for
Yeah.
when it changes.
Yeah, if they change it. And
'Cause-
then I got my heavy bolter to purple
Okay.
relic. I got enough to get the heavy stance points.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Yeah.
But I haven't even used it since I put the points in it.
Artificer is purple.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, yeah. because that's where my last fusel is. I was trying to do Ruthless, which we happily did together, but wait, that was wait. That game was definitely Ruthless, but my setting right now is Substantial.
Could have got like, I don't know what happens when there is a thing where it'll default load you back to your barge and just throw you on a random fucking character. I wonder if maybe it also just throws you on a random difficulty.
Maybe,
Because
because
sometimes I'll load or crash and I'll come back as Assault always. I've
yeah,
never paid attention to the difficulty, but it'll always load me to that character. So, like I said, maybe it's alphabetical, but I don't know.
yeah. I've never noticed it putting me on Assault, so I think there's something else there.
Okay.
Because yeah, like I said, I've never noticed it on Assault. But I definitely queued Substantial, and I'm 90% certain that said I was on Ruthless. Huh. That's weird. I was just trying to do quick match so I can join people and not, try to carry bots through as sniper, which I'm not prepared to carry
Wait,
bots.
is there quick match?
Yeah, there's quick
Did I miss-
match.
What?
Yeah. It's up in the top.
What?
It's like a
I've
huge
never-
bar across the top.
I didn't even see that. What the
This
fuck?
man can't even see the giant bar that says quick match.
Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's amazing.
What happens if I just go to the ready section? Why am I being yelled at, Tiny Catone? Connection lost. What is it, Tiny Catone? You want me to turn that on? I know. Let's see if it'll load me back in. Okay. Is this gonna work now? I just want a warm-up game. Am I joining on them or are they joining on me? Okay. Joining on them. Now, as I was. See.
Brothers do not need thanks. We remember. Good. Very good.
I thought that was just the title for these operations, saying they were quick matches. I didn't realize it was its own bot.
I love it.
That's amazing.
That's so good.
So you just choose a difficulty and
Yep. And it'll just throw you in a random one with,
Huh.
Whoever's available.
Interesting. Okay, where some water, make sure these guys are good, and then I might be ready in like 10 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Here.
Your mission is to use the stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. Acadians were tasked with providing assistance.
Okay, so now I should be able to do better since I have people. You guys want to get a grenade on him? Yep. Can you hold still for half a second? There we go. That was bad. I missed so many shots there. Well, so much for more ammo. Come on, ammo. Good luck. We're just pistoling, boys. Oh my god. It's cute. I need ammo. I need ammo. Oh, down there. Fuck, it's just armor. Please, get out. Out. Out of ammo. Am I lucky? Nope. completely out of ammo. I just got completely cucked there. The knockdown and then the swing. I didn't think I pulled him. Can't do anything unless it's on the ground. I can bait fire towards me at least. Went a little too hard in the beginning. Okay, so this one's unsubstantial now. Ooh. That's...
Munitions here. Cash flagged.
We're both kind of low.
Things found.
Okay.
Tending to my wounds. Could prove useful. Magazine out. Magazine in. Frag grenade. I am not target practice. Finished and ready. Stealth ready.
Okay, so we got the cloak up for when shit gets dicey.
All up on my position have the advantage inside the Imperial encampment.
Pardon me. Falling apart.
You're here. Now what? Check that. Talasa, you need to acquire the Astra-Militaro demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
Got him.
So, our search was successful, Captain. Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
Will it take crack grenades? Did we already get the skull? Nope, they got it. Sweet.
Precisely what we needed.
Cleared the way out for him. That's where it gets dicey. We're about to hit the fucking soup strainer, the hill, like on Inferno. After you kick that rock wall, that
Oh, Death Valley.
yeah, Death Valley.
Expunge the obstacles.
I'll tell you if we're gonna pass
Got
it.
swamps and there's some water.
yeah.
There's some-
It's a bog, swamp of sadness.
Nothing will escape this crew until it was found. Unseen, I stoke my tongue. I will see it through. Do I resemble a foe? No. Iron Halo control.
Well, we took out a lictor, and
No new drops. Sad.
Same handful.
Yeah, just got the bolt rifle last time.
Yep. Yeah.
And you have to, yeah, you have to subscribe or do something for the pistol.
I don't know if this guy wants it. Taking that. Take the next one we find, that'll clear my wound. My wounds. I pressed the fucking dodge key. There went all that health I got back. Fucking frustrating.
Inserting fresh magazine.
Well, we're almost through the swamp. There cracks.
Fresh magazine. Talasa, the Cadians are running out of time.
Hey,
How close
I
are you
need the
to
bug.
Imperium facility? On location.
Not gonna be in a great spot. Nope.
You are making good time.
Rage is
It
not
happened to
answered.
me every time today when heavy. It's crazy.
That's some serious luck right there.
Yeah.
Finest pattern melter charge. Impressive.
Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crypt from Imperium well. Cautiously. If you know what is good for you.
Cautiously. Nothing cautious about this. We're going fucking hard in the paint.
Mending my wounds. Ammunition ready and
I
payload
want
delivery.
shot grenades. There we go.
Of activation have been observed.
Need one more stim.
Generator's handling the machine code's name. Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
Yes. There's the wound gone.
Site generator 4 has their attention. Xenos scum on scope.
Generator 4 is suffering mechanistic palpitations. Provide service before components are harmed.
have fucking little shits behind me. Just needed him to not shoot me so I could flip the switch. I'm not wasting time on the execute. They will get it. Okay. Orb. Fuck, missed. Gen 1.
Active camouflage charge. Your aim tries
I did not want it. Oh, okay, they got him. Cloaked for nothing there, because that guy managed to get it. That's fine.
now deploy the damn bomb.
Get these gaunts off my boys.
Done. Now let us watch the Xenos burn.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Imperium fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
Stealth ready. Obtaining armaments.
Did already get. Yeah, we got both. Sorry, Corey.
Oh, say something.
I said sorry because I saw it was an ad break and I think you were watching
I
earlier.
was watching some random chess.
Okay. Chess tournament. Are you watching something Levy's playing in?
It was just some old. I
Gotcha.
don't know why chess even shows up. I don't even play much chess, but it was Magnus versus Geary from 2000.
Okay. Yeah, that's
21.
Anish Giri. He's a.
Yeah.
He seems like a super chill dude, to be honest. Anish. Not Magnus. Magnus is the
Yeah.
opposite of a chill dude.
I only seen him in games. He's chill in games, but
Yeah.
I've never seen him outside of it. I like him, and Hikaru is not chill when he plays. He's very emotional.
Yeah. Hikaru, the funny
love
thing
watching
about Hikaru
Hikaru play, it's so great.
is Hikaru gets mad at himself.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just sent Johnny Appleseed tumbling. That was fantastic.
Your movement is erratic. It is called evasion.
Evade away from my firing lanes.
I will do my best, brother. Warrior.
Oh, we already got a boss, so we probably don't have a chance here.
Precisely what we need.
That.
Replenishing vitality. I'm down. Trillions. Skills. Take some.
Good. Does it not show wound status anywhere? It doesn't.
Diagnostics facility.
It really should. That's like one of the things that
Your plan is sound.
should have like a marker on the UI or
This
something.
wall will be broken. I will hold you to that. Codex approves our tactics.
Begin, brothers. We hold this
Oh
position
yeah, we're
until
doing the
the
goalie
main
slide.
system is fully committed.
Advantage. We have the high ground.
Not high enough for your liking.
E-
This position is defensible. Somewhat.
That. All pretty even.
We are committed to this cause.
We are in position and have eyes on the target, Captain.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield.
Okay.
Scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
Good. They come. I wondered how I might pass the time.
There we go.
Time to get my
Shit.
Enemies detected in the refinery.
Do I have frags or cracks? Or cracks or shocks? I think they're shocks. Good as shocks.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
Emilio line cloak.
Okay.
Do not let the Tyranids into close combat range. The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Trying to just keep that off him a little bit. Just give him enough space. Because So I can clear a lot of gaunts in one trigger. Okay. Alright, dickheads, get off me. Okay. Get my shit back. 25 seconds to... Oh, I can stem too.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Hit the button!
Joy watching these tyrannies ride in the
Okay. I just finished that. We're on the helipad, so I'll be out in
nice.
just a minute.
to extract. Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and ready.
Go, go. This place is falling apart.
Target area is saturated. Extraction.
Okay. Now to see how I actually did. This is the part that always makes me nervous. Because I'm like, I feel like I'm absolute dog shit on the sniper. But I always want to see, like, where did I stack up on damage taken? And, like, was I putting out good damage for the amount I was taking? Survey says. How's the score screen take so long to load? Okay. I don't like how much damage I took. But I was putting out decent damage. But I took 261. Like 50 more than everyone else? That's yikes. Yeah. Yeah. I just got lingering concealment though. That should drop that number considerably. Leave squad. Dan.
And then 600.
Oh.
Said you're out of that one?
Yeah, I'm out of that one.
Okay.
That'll work.
Position.
Where's the old fucking advanced Nick properties in Windows 11? Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
just completely different now. I was hoping I could easily tell Kat where it was, but I believe she's on 11.
Tried to go there. One day, so.
Yeah, because she needs to check her NIC drivers, and of course, if you just do the like Windows check the driver, it goes, "Jay, you got the best," every time. Okay, so yeah, kind of where I want it. So I'm assuming you want to smash some Xenos scum.
Whatever, just leveling some bulwark.
Yeah, I saw the bulwark. I was like, I don't want to accidentally trick that man into chaos.
You got the sniper, you can fuck him up. This plasma pistol's almost there. I think I'm like a match away from making it gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Like any level of game, and it's max.
Okay.
And then my fist is halfway.
Living on a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how far off my shit is. I'm just gonna set us up for a ballistic engine. We can get into some chaos after that if we want.
Okay.
I'm a little over half on my last fusel, so.
Nice. Okay.
My knife. Which I am starting to come around
The knife?
to the knife, yeah.
Yeah, if you get the shoulder bash, it's actually becomes insane.
The shoulder bash is really what carries the knife for me.
It does, like, you can just spam that dash and
Yeah.
then cut the like
Well-
one thing that's still standing up and shoot the other thing. It's pretty nice.
Here's the thing. It takes the loop from being like, oh, I'm trying to melee a horde from I'll wait for it to attack and I'll parry, into I'll roll away and then I'll charge back and hit them and knock them all down.
Blast on their ass, gunstrike
Yep.
something. Your cloak is probably up by then. Go into cloak, beat
Yeah.
the shit out of some things for 3 seconds.
Yeah. And that, I think, is what does wonders for me.
Yeah, there's a cool like brawler build you could, because if you get the perfect time dodge one mixed in there with the lingering,
Yeah.
then you're just dipping in and out of stealth. It's very cool.
Yeah. I cannot consistently get the dodge to proc
Yeah.
perfect. I don't, part of the issue is I don't know when the perfect dodge is. Is it me hitting the button as soon as the dodge is going to, or the attack's gonna hit me?
Some people say you can hit it like as soon as they start their animation, but I've found more when it's like about to hit me is when I dodge. I don't know what's true, but
Rely on Osman's readings.
He's dead.
and perfect dodge is not as high as a perfect parry. Your percentage
Yeah.
is still lower. So it's like
So-
perfect parry percentage versus dodge your dodge is still a lower chance to like trigger or something like
I actually learned something about that perfect parry. That chance that they said, that 20-80 or whatever, it's
90,
actually
yeah.
the first 20%. This is people all using the same misleading language. It's that the first 20% of the parry animation is just a parry, and the last 80% is perfect parry.
So you like wait longer to hit the button? Is that
Yes. Yeah.
what they're- Yeah, okay.
So like,
not just
With
from
the
normal
parry,
triggers.
so if you see like there's the shoulder drop and then the swing across,
Yeah.
you want it to hit during the swing portion. If it hits during the shoulder drop, like that's just a normal parry. If it like hits during what you might say is a counterattack, that's a perfect parry.
Let's see if I can get these shits this
Yeah.
way. Oh, they're all snipers.
Oh god.
Atmospheric conditions return to normal.
Oh sorry. Oh, you got it. Good, good.
Oh, good. Just
I was like, did I just execute?